see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work first. The Gators devastated and humiliated the Tigers the last time they got together.
Well, the Gators dominated that game in all three phases, and that's something they're trying to do again in this one today. Offensively, it's about explosive plays. Defensively, it's about creating takeaways, and they're going to have to make a play or two on special teams. If they do that, the Gators feel like they're going to win this one again.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Just keeps slinging it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches. They can test and catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, better look out. Wide open on the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese. that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. You're like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
The give on the option. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Right on the money. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can...
Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add another to their lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? And it's a good idea. You know, The guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this sloppy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Flips it out on the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And he'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
It's caught across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This guy can throw it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Montgomery. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gators have this offense rolling. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll start this drive with a pass. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A little screen to the running back. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They booted away. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Mitchell. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates.
Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a real good great job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
Timeout, Florida.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Jukes his way for more. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Mitchell. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Snags it quickly on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
There he goes. Fighting off the defender. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Looking to scramble. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with
going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Ready!
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gators send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the sixth time tonight. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's Lindsey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Makes the catch. It's Napier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. After this, it'll be a wrap. Snap to the back. Grab near the marker is Hawkins. All by himself down the middle. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival